Let's move on to Dallas. What are you hearing about them? They're sitting at 11? Offensive line or defense? And people need to understand the offensive line of 2016 is not the offensive line of the Cowboys heading into 2021.
They have the 10th pick of the draft. Now, from what I'm hearing is right now it looks like if Penei Sewell falls into their laps, that's the player they're going to select. Otherwise, it'll be one of the cornerbacks, Patrick Surtain or Jaycee Horn. That's not a surprise to anybody. But I'm also told the Cowboys will look hard to trade down. They are not against trading down. One of the teams I'm told it is a realistic possibility to trade up is the Chicago Bears, who want to trade up to get a quarterback. What did the Dallas Cowboys do?
Hey, the last time the Bears traded up for a quarterback, how'd that work?
Not well, but which is why they still need another quarterback. Right. Now, if Dallas moves down to the into any range from 15 to 20, what players are they looking at? I'm told they like Christian Darrisaw, the tackle from Virginia Tech, who would fill their need on the offensive line. I'm also told they like Zaven Collins a lot. In fact, I'm told there's a lot of love for Zaven Collins from the Jones family, not from the scouts or the scouting department, from the Jones family who watched this guy play. They feel if they can get Leighton Vander Esch healthy, these two guys wandering around the field would be like a demolition crew.
That's a problem with the Cowboys all the time, right? Is it the player personnel people of the Jones family that's going to pull the trigger?
Yeah, I mean, linebacker is not in need. Granted, you bring Zaven Collins and he's going to be your designated pass rusher, and which Randy Gregory has never been able to hold down on a full-time basis.
Correct.
But still, if the Cowboys can move down, pick up some additional draft picks, I'm told that they are more than open to doing it. I'm not told they're shopping the pick, but it depends on whether or not Penei Sewell's there and what offers they're given.
All right, the Dallas pick is interesting, right? Because when Dak was there, they scored points whenever they wanted. And people could say, well, a lot of that was when they're behind. But fine, if you can score points after you're behind and catch up and win a game, you can still score points. It doesn't matter when you score them. It's just, do you score enough to win the game? But then you're talking about a defense, Tony, that set a record last year, 6 straight games where they allowed 20 points or more in the first half. So if you're a Cowboy fan, are you looking for help on a team that can score points in bunches when Dak is healthy? Or are you looking for help on the defensive side that was historic in the worst possible way?
Oh, you got to remember, they lost Byron Jones in free agency last year, which is why cornerback is such a big need. They also need some help at the pass rushing position, and it seems that they're eternally looking for a safety. So, but again, whether it's Penei Sewell at 10, if he falls there, which I don't think he will, or Christian Darrisaw later on, you got to protect Dak Wilson. So I think that is the idea of moving down so they can get extra selections and really fortify what is a pretty leaky defense.
Yeah, that defense is funny, though, right? Because the Cowboys were weird last season because when they could score a bunch, their defense let everybody score. And when they couldn't score, the defense actually played better down the stretch. The Dallas Cowboys in 2020 were one of the most bipolar teams I'd ever seen. Like, you always look for that identity with a team. Their identity flip-flop based on the personnel that was on the field. It was crazy.
I guess that's why they brought Dan Quinn in. We'll have to see what Dan Quinn can do. If he can basically get the defense to play at a high level or at the high level consistently that you mentioned.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Look, the Cowboys are always a flashpoint. Somebody just remember they wanted to draft Paxton Lynch. Remember when Jerry wanted to draft Johnny Manziel and his brother, son Steven said, no, we're taking Zach Martin, and that turned out to absolutely be the right call there.